Avengers 0, issue 0 of the Empyre saga. So, yeah, as you can see from the photo, I have the Pepe Larraz variant because the cover is just so damn awesome, and because I love Pepe Larraz for, you know, his work with the House of X stuff. Yeah, that was my introduction to him because it's so vibrant and colorful and so detailed. And this is an awesome special variant cover we got from Third Eye Comics. Oh boy. I'm insane, aren't I? So, this is part of the Empyre saga. It's a 0th issue, though I still wonder why they call it that. But, yeah, this is a 0th issue for the upcoming Avengers Fantastic Four crossover Empyre. And it's written by Al Ewing, who is known for the Immortal Hulk stories, and the artist is Pepe Larraz. Awesome artist. And yeah, this is a 0th issue, so you don't really should be expecting much. But there was something, but since, like I said, I haven't followed the Marvel continuity in a long, long time, like at all, other than knowing bits and pieces of each era. So imagine my curiosity when I see, you know, Ghost Rider as part of the Avengers. Yeah, like Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, I get. Captain Marvel, I get. Black Panther is, he's busy running a nation, so I don't know how he's doing this. Thor is a classic. She-Hulk is like, Hulk's busy doing some other crap right now, so we need her in this. Now, this is part of the Jason Aaron team run he's doing, and I haven't read any of the books there, so I could be completely wrong with what's going on over there. Though, I was wondering why he's not actually part of the story. No, seriously, I do not know why Jason Aaron is not involved in this project. Like, would you think that with a team with the Avengers, and they even have the writer of Fantastic Four on this, they would have the Avengers writer on this? I don't know. So, with the beautiful, like, really, you could take away anything from this issue other than the artwork is freaking awesome because it's just so vibrant and colorful and so detailed when they show the barber savagery. So, which we open up on. We see the Kree killing the Kotati in ruthless aggression. And all we get this narration of, none of this is real. Kotati are begging for their lives and being viciously slaughtered. And then we get the narration saying, so I can't stop it. I got a front row seat to a massacre. Or a genocide. Innocent people, innocent beings slaughtered to the last soul. And what was their crime in their eyes? What was their excuse? They grew a garden. A garden on the moon. My people, for too long, the Kree and the Kotati have coexisted here on Hala, when only one may rule it. Only the strong will survive. By coming here, forcing us to compete for their goodwill, the Skrulls have showed us our weakness. Now let them see our strength. Morag, my chief. Avil, speak your peace, brother. Will the Skrulls approve this action? This was a peaceful competition. Peaceful competition. Oh, Avil. Foolish Avil. There's no such thing. And if our enlightened visitors do not see that, they will surely succumb to delusions. And we will cure them, then see if their miraculous technologies will serve us. For our enemies are numberless, and we must end them all. Weakness is everywhere, and we must purge it all. The stars are endless, and we will conquer them all. The Kree ray is supreme. Now let's kill a bunch of plants and a bunch of aliens. Wait. And we will become it. I remember what happens next. They murder the visiting Skrulls, then they steal their spaceships and weapons, and then they start a billion years of war. And we see, long and behold, the narration is Tony Stark. Okay, there's a lot of things I kept joking to myself about. Hey, Tony, you love talking about how you like to, the humanity about the Kotai being innocent for growing a garden and being slaughtered. Didn't you inadvertently kill someone with a clone of Thor during a civil war and then buried him in his giant form wrapped in chains? You remember that? Or how about that team that was like it was like the mirroring of the Justice League, and you in your infinite wisdom with this whole doomsday weapon in order to stop it gave it to Namor or something like that, and it ends in disaster, and then you grew a conscience after blowing up how many Earths just to save your own in the events of killing is wrong. So I'm gonna drink myself stupor and then wait for the end because I'm not even gonna try anymore. Yeah, Tony, you realize every time when you speak, every time I'm thinking it's gonna backfire in some traumatic way that makes you wonder, how are you not tried for war crimes? No questions, damn it, no questions. So yeah, he wakes up and is the worst thing is, that wasn't just a nightmare. That all happened. I was there, courtesy of Immortus. This way back when he gave me a vision of the massacre to show me how the Kree-Skrull War started. Lord, that was vivid. I saw it all. I felt it all. Not something I'll ever forget, but why remember it now? I sense event prophecies. Maybe someone's trying to tell me something. Or maybe it's the natural consequence of spending the night inside a literal space god. Typical Tony Stark. We would get to the corpse of something ancient when this universe was young, and I fitted with a hot tub of and 10,000 silk seats. What? Yeah, Tony is... Yeah, I was confused at first until I realized Tony retrofitted a space god to be his personal apartment. There is 100 things I'm wondering about that. Like, I wonder how Darkseid would feel if he was in the DC universe. Like for all his Darkseid's evilness, because his name is literally Darkseid, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, wow, that is barbaric. Then Tony Stark's helmet starts talking. Message incoming. Tony, it's Carol. There's a situation. And I finally learned how to develop a personality and I am scared. I need to channel my inner Brie Larson. Though, of course, we are in the comic universe where I have more of a personality, but that's a different matter. Within the hour, we're heading into space. I'm hiding in the hole, tinkering with the suit. I need to be alone with my thoughts right now. An SOS from the blue area of the moon, Carol? This feels like too much of a coincidence. A telepathic broadcast of what remains of the celestial brain in Avengers Mountain, Cap. One word, help. And our help in particular, I wonder, is this personal lunar orbit achieved, my friends? And yeah, when I was reading this, I was thinking to myself, why is Thor there? I mean, like, I know he's a traditional member of the team, but like, Thor's busy doing the whole Galactus servitude thing, and he'd be doing that. The blue area of the moon is a pocket of Earth-type atmosphere created as an arena for the contest I dreamed about. It's also the home of Scott Summers, Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and the Summer family. But we don't really talk about them. They don't even show up in this issue, even though they're on the blue area of the moon. So you're wondering how that happened. The Kree versus Kotai. The winners would gain the Skrull's favor, a huge deal at the time. The contest was who could use the sparse local resources most efficiently. The Kree built a vast city, mined from lunar metals. It was grand enough for the Utah the Watcher to call home while he was alive. Then he was shot, and there was a big mystery. But the Kotati won, because they didn't build a thing. Interesting. I have new information regarding the blue area, my friends. It's no longer blue. Yes, I could clearly have not said that, and all you take in the awe and wonder, but I, T'Challa, must be an idiot. They grew a garden on the moon. Yes, it's almost like that cocoa flower that we saw down the street, but we're not going to investigate with that and wondering why they're not crossing with us. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder, like, where the hell are they? Where's the X-Men? I'm pretty sure they're out in, like, last time we see them in in the X-Men Hickman series, they're out in space and they just won the support, and they just won the controlling of versus alien predators. I'll get to that when I ever can. But, yeah. We find a clearing large enough for the Quinjet, and I gotta say, landing a big metal spaceship here feels almost sacrilegious. I feel sacrilegious. Yes, because this is clearly the thing that drove the line with me. Not destroying dead Earths and then finally killing an Earth with people on it, or the Civil War thing that we did, or, you know, Captain America getting killed, or me drinking a stupor every single time, the alternate universe me because I am that insane. Let's see, causing crises after crises. I'm pretty sure I have the highest body count in the world in an indirect sense, and I'm pretty sure I should be charged for crimes against humanity, and probably for the universe. But no, this is clearly pushing it. This was clearly the line that should not have been crossed. I get the significance of the area, but Tony Stark has done everything I mentioned, and yet we're supposed to side with him after all those years of insanity? Yeah. Then he says something weird. I have to hold back the urge to strip off my armor and run naked through the trees. Is he mind controlled? I would understand if he was mind controlled. So Captain America points out the obvious, it's so silent. And then this is a line that confused me because I was thinking, what? She-Hulk, who is Bruce Banner's cousin, says this. What Cap mean? Okay, so, like I said, I don't read much of the Marvel stuff going on. But if I am correct, isn't She-Hulk supposed to be, when she's in that form, more intelligent? You know, speaking full coherent sentences. Isn't she supposed to be a lawyer by day? Well, what happened? So I had to look it up. Apparently Jason Aaron, with his Avengers run, was responsible for this. Why? But now I suddenly get why people were so pissed when She-Hulk was announced, if that was the actual reason, because they probably don't know that She-Hulk was her own person until they read the books, and then they found out, oh, they turned her into female Hulk. I'm thinking, in fact, Captain America doesn't even help this problem when he says this. I find the jungle's Hulk. What? There are sounds you listen for and sounds you tune out. The buzz insects, the calls of birds. I'm not hearing any of that. There's no life here, no animal life anywhere. It's jungle on moon. What Cap expect? I am a She-Hulk. I am totally different from my character of Hulk. Yeah, that's probably the most annoying thing. I was like, why is She-Hulk no longer the intelligent character when she's both the She-Hulk and her previous self? That's what made the character unique, instead of it being we're going to have a reversed gender of the Hulk. I'm just confused why they went with this. So anyways, I'm not sure exactly, but something about this sub seems, And long and behold, a giant mechanical monster with a plant creature controlling it. Cap jinx it. Shut up! That looks like Kree technology, Captain. It's a Kree sentry, alright. Or at least the body is. The head, I have no idea. Well, clearly it's a beast creature that's somehow spread his tendrils around it. But Thor immediately decides to blast it, whatever the beast may be. The hammer of Thor will send it swiftly to it, and he gets his ass kicked. As someone points out, and I don't know this guy's name, holy crap, I didn't even see it move. Sentries are built to be pushovers, Ghost Rider. Oh, it's Ghost Rider, gotcha. I couldn't tell because, like I said, I haven't kept track of anything going on in the Marvel Universe. They can hold off an army if it's their mission remit. Yes, it can hold off any army. It can even kick God's ass. Wait. But if I can absorb the energy he's putting out, we might just have a... And she gets her ass kicked too. Captain Marvel, everyone. And sure enough, they're getting their ass kicked by sonic attacks, breaching even my defenses and whatnot. It's hitting all of us. And then someone in the shadow says, not all. Well, not as long as one hero stands. The Green Swordsman. Or is that Finn, the human who was that plant creature for a time that looked like him? Finn, or Fern. Avengers! Attack! And long and behold, they're starting to fight. They rally back, and Captain America just says, "You heard the man. Let's finish the job." Damage report catastrophic. Down. And immediately destroy it. So what kicked Thor and Captain Marvel's asses just got beaten by a swordsman and a shield. Yeah. Well, I call that duck soup once the header was off, at least. Nicely done, Avengers. Yeah, it's nicely done. We got our asses kicked and a swordsman who's all green came up to save us. Aye, Avengers, old and new. Well met, my friend. It has been too long. Do we know this guy? You should study the Avengers files a little more closely, Ghost Rider. This being is what remains of a great man and a great Avenger. Jacques de Hoog, whatever his last name is, the swordsman. Thanks for the kind words, but I have the swordsman's memories as well as his body, so let's not glid the lily here. A trainer of great Avengers. I'll give you one of the original Jacques Hawkeye, after all. Gave him a working knowledge of all weapons, not just his favorite, the bow. But the self-loathing that boiled inside, whatever his last name is pronounced, wouldn't let him live a backstage role. Jacques joined the Avengers himself to betray them, and he didn't even have the guts to do that. In the end, his inner demons cost him his life, but he died for the cause, for the celestial Madonna. And in doing so, he became worthy of purification. His dead body receded as Kotati. Then Tony Stark is freaked out by this. My head's spinning. I dream about the Kotati and now this? I'm an engineer. I believe in what I can touch. Like how by the multiple women I slept with because I'm a billionaire playboy philanthropist. I will slap myself later. I don't believe in cosmic destiny. I mean, like, I believe in the cosmic nonsense, but, like, you know, I'm kind of insane like that. I'm pretty sure I need help with how the craziness we've been through, and I'm glad I refuse to drink. So, I'm pretty sure I'll go crazy at the end of all this, right? So Ghost Rider asks the question, so you're a plant and a zombie? How does that work? Well, you see, this is a comic book universe. Stop asking questions. I keep forgetting not all of us were there. I am the swordsman, but a perfected version, merged with an ancient Kotati intelligence. For all his human flaws, the unforgivable sins of flesh kind, Jacques, we deserved a second chance. As all the surviving Kotati do. That's what the garden is for. This is sacred ground to us, where it all went wrong so long ago. Where the Skrulls engineered our conflict with the Kree, and where the Kree learned to hate us. So this is where it starts, from where we rise from. Thanks to you, Avengers, where we finally lift our heads to meet the sun. Back up a little. Who was the Celestial Madonna? Her name was Mantis. She was one of kind of a super martial artist, but more than that, she had a cosmic destiny. Yeah, a cosmic destiny. I don't really like saying it, even though we've had multiple cosmic events, and I've traveled back in time multiple times, and traveled to the future, kill a whole bunch of people. I'm Tony Stark. I am a guy who probably should be locked up in Guantanamo Bay at this point. Together we made a child, a perfect Kotati child, with a spark of human spirit, one to lead us. But Mantis was restless. She was life and only wanted her own life. And what did you say to that? I never held her back. That's not our way. And I had my own role in the grand schemes. She's out there somewhere among the stars, but she has visited our children to keep them on the path of greatness. I was there to witness that. Oh, 'twas years ago, and as I recall, the boy ages fast. By now he will surely have reached full station at the Celestial Messiah. No, that is just the title, Thunder God. My name is, I will not try to pronounce it, and to my friend, it's always Koi. But yes, I am the Messiah, the foretold one, and I will save the universe from all evil. Yes, I, the bringer of goodness, with this ominous presence to myself and the weird face of evil, am here to rid you of all evil, unless the Marvel editorial says otherwise, and then we go back to where we started. He says he's like offering a vacuum the rug, as if it's the easiest thing, and I believe him. Is it just me feeling this? Cabbage and T'Challa watch the tree line. Jen hangs back, thinking Hulk thoughts because she had to go ahead and lose her personality. Guarding the rear, Robbie's a tourist, and I'm at peace. Not a scrape of technology in this place, no iron, but I'm home. Are you sure you're not under my control? Or, you know, and this is a possibility, he had too much of the machine wiring in him. And Thor is an uncle with his favorite nephew. Yes, he played favorites. They had an adventure together a few years back. They told me about a gnarly kid with a scruff of weeds on his chin. A teenager. Ah, you have grown on, lad. In Avengers Celestial Quest, Tom. So there's an editor on board with this. Now he's a man. A man of destiny. Tell me, what of the private girl, Rupture? What became of her? Her path led her elsewhere. I definitely did not kill her or anything, but we can speak of that another time. Walk with me, Avengers. But I don't believe in destiny. Until I start saying I do believe in it, and then I refuse to acknowledge it, because if I did, I would have to go against everything I believe in somehow. This is the last of the blue area, the last of the old Kree city, the last piece of the past. So it's here we'll grow the last piece of our future. When we complete this garden, it's the first step towards redeeming all of life. All that tread on the lands, or swim in the seas, or soar in the skies. The first step toward the Kotati paradise, Thor. Eternal, universal peace. It will happen. And it definitely will not end in a complete disaster until Marvel reverses course and acts like it never happened. Or retcon it with a deal with the devil with Mephisto. But a push would speed it up. This is the moon, after all, where life-giving water is not naturally found. I understand, my friend. There is atmosphere in this place, so there is weather. The storm is waiting for one god to another then, from the old to the new. Hear me, my great servant, and come when I call. The masters of the storm command you now. Let fall your life-giving bounty. Let fall the rain to bless this sacred ground. I don't believe in gods. Are you just that stupid, Tony? He says this, I believe in Thor as a weather manipulator, an Avenger, and a friend. Okay, yes, but... Thor! The Norse gods! The Infinity Gauntlet! The Infinity Gems in the Marvel Universe are the stones! Lady Death! Mephisto! When they made him the devil! And even Satan exists in the Marvel Universe. Or like how there's a Satan that exists in the DC Universe and got punched by Wally West. Why is he being stupid? Why? A powerful being from a race of similar beings with long lives and committed biographies, and okay, their own physical laws, but I believe in what I can see, what I can verify. I just don't just have faith. So why does this feel like anointing, like the first baptism? I'm wearing armor and I'm dry as bone in here. Why do I feel so clean? I'm getting emotional by all this cosmic stuff. Cosmic destiny for the win, man! So they're all having a campfire together, which I'm pretty sure will not set on fire. Half an hour later, we're feasting on fruits, grains, and pulses, and what I can only describe as space hums. That feeling hasn't gone away. After that dream I had, seeing these same people slaughtered, this feels like paradise. Paradise that will hopefully never go horribly wrong. Like something worth defending. Yeah, something truly worth defending. Not like the Earth. Fuck that planet. And all the burdens I have. I'm pretty sure I have like 17 war crimes just to be safe. Tell me about that thing we fought. The Sentry Hybrid. Half Kree technology, half Skrull mutation. You're a smart man, Tony. What do you think it means? If you're implying what you think you're implying, the Krees and Skrull have been at war for millennium. Sometimes that's cooled off. We've seen ceasefires, but they've never been allies. Until now. Until they had someone to ally against. Us. The Krees' hatred for us is in their bones. They massacred us once. Is it a surprise they want to again? They've never forgiven us for our victory. And the Skrulls, as bloodthirsty as they've become, now see us as their great era. They chose pacifists over warriors and paid a dear price. To them, this is rectifying an ancient mistake. So they have a common cause. All they need is a leader their people can rally behind. A figurehead. And they found one, a foolish boy easily charmed by the talk of unity, easily made to feel special. He calls himself the King of Space, if there ever could be ever such a thing. And as we all know, there has been never a King of Space or cosmic entities that claim to be the King of Space. Wait. But the true power stands behind the throne, and it seeks only death. Even now, their fleet approaches to burn this garden down, a propaganda victory to cement their alliance. We will be the burnt offering to the gods of war, and from that will arise a power to make galaxies tremble. Two forces that previously held each other in check will merge into fully one empire, an empire of fire and flame. Troubling. Wakanda has contingencies for an escalation of war between these powers, but we did not consider peace. Colonel Danvers, would Alpha Flight be of assistance here? I've stepped away, T'Challa. Abigail's Brand's in charge of interstellar diplomacy, but we should bring her in. This is exactly what Alpha Flight was made for. But the fleet will be here before they can mobilize. What would they even do? Diplomacy won't save us, Captain. Marvel, only the Avengers can. Tony, remember the last time we saw a Kree and Skrull work together? And Tony narrates again. Here it comes. I've seen that look on Carol's face many times. I've seen it across the meeting table. I've seen it on the field of battle, on the battlefield, seconds before she put me in a coma. Oh yeah, we forgot about that. Hey, by the way, are we ever going to talk about that, or did we just move on from that, like everything else? I seen it when I tried to take a bottle away from her. They were both murdered, and we saw one killed by a tree bursting out of him. Right after getting a message saying, I quote, beware the trees. As seen in December, it's incoming #1. Murder isn't our way. It's the way of humans. Humans are the breed of all evil. But if one of my people did take whatever desperate steps they could in the moment to end an existential threat, well, there have surely been times when you've done on whatever must be done, Colonel. You have that look about you. Yeah, I know. That look that says, I know better, I know best. I'm Carol Danvers and I am always right. You see, we need the Carol Danvers that had no personality and was perfectly content with slaughtering an entire civilization because of someone else. It's a look I see in mirrors too, but there's a difference. I am right. I am Iron Man! I know all! For I am the god of technology! So he then says to himself, oh, look, Otani are facing a massacre, and if we can stop that, we have to. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, man. And if some of us need a big speech to fully hear that truth, could I have the floor? Well, that's the way this thing has speakers. It is simple. We're the Avengers, and there has come a day unlike any other, an enemy no single hero can withstand, and we know how to deal with that. We can keep Alpha Flight here in the loop, but here on and now, oh, people need us to fight for them. And when that call goes forth, we don't stand back and debate it. We stand together and we stand up. Always. Aye, if we are needed, we cannot turn away. We can untangle the space politics of it all once we defuse the immediate threat. That I certainly can agree with. I should know. I've tried killing Namor multiple times. Alright, Tony, I guess we're all sold. Want to say the words? That's why this thing has speakers, Colonel Danvers. Avengers assemble! I put a little extra bass into it because I can. Feels right. Feels real. Bring it on, Kree-Skrull Alliance. Throw your worst at us. All your space fleets, all your super soldiers, all your ultimate weapons. None of it matters because Earth's mightiest heroes have assembled. We're going to protect the innocent. We're going to stand by our friends no matter what it takes. No matter who gets in our way. And then we see the Kree-Skrull Empyre alliance forming, and with the Fantastic Four being caught in the middle of it. And they kept jokingly referring that this is going to lead to them crossing the dark side. Except, really, Reed Richards would be the only realistic person to go to the dark side because it's Reed Richards. But moving on, to be continued in Empyre #1. Also, Empyre Fantastic Four, issue 0. So, yeah, we also get this checklist at the end about the prelude to Empyre and all the tie-ins that were supposed to happen. Sadly, a lot of issues that were supposed to happen were cut when the pandemic hit. So, yeah, they were no longer in production. So, yeah, Empyre has been crippled by $80, apparently, someone said. And now we get all this other information about the checklist. I'm currently on the mission to collect every single goddamn issue because I am a goddamn crazy psychopath, and because, goddamn it, I want to try my life at least once collecting an entire event run. Because I am goddamn insane. And yes, I said goddamn multiple times because goddamn, I'm going to quote goddamn because Frank Miller makes goddamn the most annoying meme in history of ever. So, there you have it. So, Empyre issue 0th issue Avengers. This was a solid issue for me. I enjoyed it, though at the same time I'm like, all that stuff I mentioned was like a joke in and of itself, but I have mentioned that Tony's kind of committing inadvertent war crimes to the extreme. And I'm surprised they're mentioning all this baggage and whatnot. Like, you know, how Tony got into a coma for a time, and, you know, Ghost Rider being there, who didn't really do much in this issue. Thor, who should be with Galactus doing some insane stuff. We got T'Challa, who should be running a nation. Captain America, who has virtually nothing better to do. And whatnot. But I was wondering, why is Tony getting all this stuff? Like I know they explained saying he got the visions, but yeah. I get he's not religious, he's a technological guy, but in a world of cosmic entities, the face of the universe, eternity, and all that, all the cosmic stuff we've seen with Marvel, you have to like think, okay, I'm not really much of a believer in gods. I believe we are in charge of a destiny, but we can at least acknowledge they exist. Like, you can at least say they're overhyped in your eyes, but no, that they're clearly real. But like, you could say they're overhyped in terms of they control all of destiny and everything. But yeah, the artwork is freaking awesome. Pepe Larraz is great. It's just one of the artists that I liked also in when it comes to the Pepe Larraz and whatnot. And oh boy, that's coming very soon, my friends. That's coming very, very soon. So, these were my thoughts on Avengers Empyre issue 0. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to see for more. And catch soon the Fantastic Four 0th issue.